Hello, my name is Mathias, and I would like to explain to you a bit more about the top-down architecture of the CoroPlus Connected machine interface. The CoroPlus Connected machine interface is a bidirectional and scalable machine interface. Bidirectional in that we have two-way communication between the CoroPlus software and the machine. Scalable in the sense that we can actually add functionality in the software and on the NC side even after the PLC is completed. So without changing the PLC, we can add new functionality aftermarket or adding new softwares or adding new NC modules. The interface is roughly split into three parts. You have the acknowledged action commands, you have the unacknowledged actions, and you have the real-time data streams. The actions or the action codes consist of a pair of values. First, you have an ID, which explains which action or which event we're signifying. And then you have a value field where we can send a parameter along with it. For example, when you're setting the load limit in SilentTools Plus, the value field is used to set the actual value of the limit. The first part of the interface is the acknowledged action code part. In this part, we can send action codes back and forth, but these need to be replied from the receiving end. So they need to be acknowledged. We use these when we need to be very sure that the machine has received our commands, or the other way around, that the machine wants to make sure that we have received the command from the machine. In the SilentTools Plus, we use these, for example, from the machine to set the limits of the SilentTools Plus software. And from the SilentTools, we use these to create an NC interrupt, for example, when there's an overload or a vibration over limit event. The action codes can be handled in different ways. Some action codes can be handled in the PLC. Others trigger a subprogram. And then again, some trigger NC interrupts. For overload event for SilentTools, we trigger an NC interrupt so we can abort the process and, for example, retract safely away from the component. The second part of the interface is the unacknowledged action codes. These don't need an acknowledgement or reply from the receiving end and can be seen more as this fire and forget information type. For example, when the machine is switching tools, an unacknowledged action code is sent to the CoroPlus software so that we can automatically connect when we detect that there is a digital tool being switched into the tool holder. Acknowledged action codes can be used from the CoroPlus software, for example, to request position or speed mode status of different axes. The last part of the interface consists of the real-time data streams. The data stream coming from the machine to the CoroPlus software consists of the drive data, for example, the positions and feeds and loads. And this can be very interesting. For example, if you have vibration in SilentTools, we can tie it to a set position so we know where on the component the vibration happened. The other way, from the CoroPlus software to the machine, we have data streams consisting of overrides for feed and speed. That means that in certain scenarios and in certain machining modes, the CoroPlus software can take control and override the feed and speed to remedy or improve certain cutting processes.